Okay, hold on. So I want to talk about something big because we've got spring break coming up. I know we're not students anymore, so this doesn't really affect us as much anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole city of Miami has basically banned spring breakers. Miami Beach announced that they were like making a bunch of limitations and basically making it to where people couldn't go to Miami Beach for spring break. And it's crazy.
I've never
I
seen a city. I've never seen a city say, "Do not come here. We don't want your money. We don't want the any of the publicity, the attention." Like even the commercial for it, it was like, "Oh, it's you. It's not me." Like
yeah,
on the whole like play on the breakup trope and charging $100 for parking curfews. They do not want nobody there.
they're
Do
not
not
playing.
come at all. And I find it hilarious because I've never seen a city do that.
Yeah, and it made me think like, is Florida going to start something? Do you think other cities will take effect on this? Because I mean, the spring breakers are just going to flock somewhere else. Is eventually the other states that end up getting these spring breakers are going to be like, oh, okay, hold on, all this crazy shit that's happening. Maybe Florida was onto something. Maybe we should start like banning people to come to our beach. But like you said, it's also like a very profitable thing. So it really must have like left a big impact on the community last year when like all that shit happened. Apparently,
Yeah,
that they were just like,
they
we can't.
trashed it. They trashed Miami Beach. They trashed it, and I can see it happening to more cities because and like in the next 2 3 years, there's probably going to be a new city like Sacramento or something like that where they're going to pick a new city where
Does
they.
Sacramento have beaches?
I don't know.
I don't know. I've never been to Sacramento.
I've never been either.
I haven't been to
But
California,
like
so
you
no,
get what
that's
I'm saying.
where.
Like they're gonna pick a city and
Yeah,
everybody's gonna go target there for spring break, like a big name city. Like of course in Texas, the big thing down here is South Padre. Like you go to South Padre like in high school or early days of college, and that's where you go. We
yep.
had plans this year to go to South Padre early on. I kind of ditched him early on. I was the guy that didn't fall through. But that's because I feel like I'm like not on some like I'm mature and better than you guys type of thing, but like I'm mature and better than you guys. Like I really just don't want to go to like Padre. You know what I'm saying? We're
Yeah,
22, 23, some of us. Like I just feel like Padre is something you do when you're 18, 19. And I feel like now that most of our friends were like out of college or about to leave college, it's time to save. Like we got some bread saved up. Let's go do somewhere like let's go somewhere
can't.
nice where
Let's
kids.
go to Cancun. Let's go to DR. Let's go
Let's go
to.
to PR. Like we could go literally anywhere. We
Hey,
don't have to go to Padre anymore. Like, we really don't have to.
literally.
Padre's fun. Like I had my Padre experience one year, but like we don't have to do it no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we definitely talked about it on the pod. How like difficult it is to coordinate any kind of plans or trips with our friends. Um, I feel like it's a universal thing. You have to have like that one person in the group is like, all right, guys, we got to get our heads together and like figure this shit out. And it's a lot easier when you can say, all right, we're all going to drive to Port A or we're all going to drive to South Padre when you're here in Texas. Getting everyone on a flight, getting everyone their passports, uh, like that does not seem like a
It's
job for the
exhausting.
faint
It's
of heart. It
exhausting.
is exhausting.
And
So
I've noticed that like throughout the years, like don't get me wrong, I feel like there's been some friends in our friend group that have kind of taken the mantle. But like whenever I was living in Austin and San Marcos with everybody, I very much got the impression that I was the person that planned this type of stuff. And whether sometimes it was successful or not, I let them be the ones to tell my story. But I'm just kind of like I just really don't feel like being the person to plan something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because like Gage, can we keep it a buck? Our
yeah,
friends they complain a lot. They complain a lot. They complain a lot. And I feel like I'm at the point where it's like, all right, like I'm cool. Like everybody should have a say. If you're gonna spend your hard-earned money to go somewhere, you should have an opinion on it. But not everything can be like, I don't want to go there, and I don't want to go there. Oh, this is too expensive. It is like, bro, like it's not really that expensive. Like you're just broke. And I'm not talking to anybody in particular before I get a text message or a snap or something like that. But I'm just like, I feel
yeah,
exhausted from it, and I can't wait to do a friends trip this year because we're gonna do a friends trip. Like finally, it's gonna make it out the group chat, but it's not
yeah.
gonna be this year for spring break. It's not gonna be in Miami.
No, definitely not. And I mean, it's so hard because I mean, we've talked about it. I took a trip to Florida with my friends and we drove to Florida. We stayed in Orlando, went to the parks, and it kind of worked out because we got to drive and we had like cheaper stay My parents have a timeshare in Orlando, so like,
Oh, money.
yeah, I know, right? Literally, first world problems, man. But anyway, like, yeah, the drive was brutal. Don't get me wrong, but like, I look back on that trip and I'm like, man, that was a lot of fun. And even the trip that I took with the guys up to Dallas when we went up for it was Nico's graduation.
Yeah, it was Nico's graduation last year.
Yeah, Nico's graduation last year, and then when we went up for your birthday too, right after you graduated, I think. Um, yeah, or no, it was during Christmas
Yeah,
actually.
it's graduation
When
for
we
Christmas.
all yeah, when we all went up to Dallas, man, that was a lot of fun. And we've taken a few other trips to Dallas since then, but yeah, I definitely would like to get it on a bigger scale. Go somewhere big, you know?
Yeah, I'm with
Take
you,
it international.
and hopefully one day we're able to do it. Like I said, I really think PR or Mexico got to be the first stop we go to because
Especially
PR you
because we have you and me who speak Spanish. Like that we would be able to get around in Mexico
and
or PR very
and PR
easily.
you don't need a passport and it's very Americanized
Yeah.
now, and so I feel like PR is a perfect place to start. It's technically not out the country, like it's a territory, so like I don't know. I feel like PR is a perfect spot to go to.